To the third question. If A vector A and vector B are non-collinear, then the possible value of alpha for which the vectors U equal to alpha minus 2 times of vector A plus vector B and vector V equal to 2 plus 3 alpha times of vector A minus 3 vector B are collinear is. By seeing the problem, you may think that what rubbish it is, how to solve within a short time. Don't afraid, students, please see. It is given that U and V are parallel or collinear. Condition for collinearism is vector U equal to lambda times of vector V. What vector U is? It is alpha minus 2 times of vector A plus vector B is equal to lambda times of vector V is 2 plus 3 alpha into A vector minus 3 into B vector. After all, A and B are non-collinear, they are not zero. Therefore, if you simplify this one, alpha minus 2 times of vector A plus vector B is equal to, see here, it is 2 vector A into lambda, 2 lambda plus 3 alpha lambda into A. If you take a lambda common, it is 2 plus 3 alpha times of vector A minus 3b. If these two are equal, this is minus 3 times of minus 3 lambda times of vector B. As these two vectors are equal, their corresponding coefficients of the two vectors are equal. So here coefficient of A is here alpha minus 2 is equal to, here is lambda times of 2 plus 3 alpha. Here coefficient of vector B is 1 equal to, here it is minus 3 lambda. So lambda equal to minus 1 by 3. If you substitute here, alpha minus 2 equal to minus 1 by 3 into 2 plus 3 alpha. Alpha minus 2 equal to minus 2 by 3. 3 cancel. It is minus alpha. If you brought minus alpha this side, alpha plus alpha, 2 alpha is equal to minus 2 by 3 is there. If you transfer minus 2 to that side, plus 2. 3 2s are 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. So alpha equal to 2 1s are 2 2s are. The required value is possible. So 2 alpha equal to 2 by 3 plus 2, it is 6 minus 2, 4 by 3. So 2 alpha equal to 4 by 3. 2 alpha equal to 2 by 3. Sorry, pass. 2 alpha equal to 4 by 3 it is. So alpha equal to 2 1s are 2 2s are. Alpha value is 2 by 3. So it is given that these two vectors phi and u are collinear. Therefore the condition is u plus lambda v equal to 0. After simplifying this, comparing the corresponding coefficients of vector A and vector B, alpha minus 2 equal to this and vector B equal to here minus 3 lambda. 1 coefficient of vector B is 1 here, 1 equal to minus 3 lambda, lambda equal to minus 1 by 3. If you substitute the lambda value here, minus 1 by 3 times of this one. So minus 1 by 3 into 2, minus 2 by 3. Minus 1 by 3 into 3, 3 cancel, minus alpha. If you brought minus alpha to this side, it is 2 alpha. 2 alpha equal to minus 2 by 3, minus 2 if you transfer to RHS, plus 2. After simplifying this, 3 2s are 6. 6 minus 2, 4, 4 by 3. 2 alpha equal to 4 by 3. So alpha equal to 2 by 3. Our correct option is option B. So now I would like to move to the question number 4. Two adjacent sides of a parallelogram. In symbolically, I have written as there is a scarcity of place. Two adjacent sides of a parallelogram ABCD are AB, vector AB equal to 2i plus lambda j 10j plus 11k, and vector AD equal to minus I plus 2j plus 2k. Side AB is rotated by acute angle alpha in the plane of parallelogram. So AD becomes AD dash. If AD dash is perpendicular to AB, then value of the cos alpha is. Oh sir, what problem it is? How confucius? Oh, we are not understanding the problem, only how to solve it. No, nothing is there. If I draw the figure, you will come to know what is the information contained in the problem. See, it is given two adjacent sides of a parallelogram. What are two adjacent sides? If the two sides are initiated with the same point. Two vectors whose initial point is same, such two vectors are said to be adjacent vectors. If these two vectors are adjacent sides of a parallelogram ABCD, so this is A, B, here it comes C, the ABCD. Then if side AD is rotated through acute angle in the same plane of these two vectors, rotated through acute angle in the same plane of these two vectors, such that AD up to D dash if it moves, see here, up to D dash if it moves D, then angle made is here alpha, you can say, and given that AD dash is perpendicular to AB, then this total angle is 90 degree. So we can take this angle, only this much angle is theta. So theta plus alpha equal to 90 degree. But our aim is to find alpha. So alpha equal to 90 minus theta. You know, cos theta can be defined as cos of theta equal to dot product of the two vectors AB and AD divided by magnitude of AB into magnitude of AD. AB dot AD, what it will happen? 2 minus 1 is minus 2. 10 2s are 20. Next 11 2s are 22. 20 plus 22, 42 minus 2, it is 40. Divided by magnitude of vector AB, square root of 4 plus 100, 104 plus square root of 11, 121. 104 plus 121, 125. Square root of, 104 plus 121 is 225. Square root of 225 is 15. So in mind you do, because there is a scarcity of place, I have told you, place. So magnitude of this vector is root 25, it is 15, into magnitude of this vector is 1 plus 4 plus 4, root 9 is 3, is equal to, it is 42 minus 2 is 40, 40 by 15 into 3 is equal to, it is 8 5s are 15, 5 8s are 15, and this is 5 3s are 15, equal to 8 divided by 9. So if you take like this angle is theta, isn't it? Then if this angle is alpha, or you can take theta here, it is cos theta value is 8 by 9. Cos is adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent is 8, hypotenuse is 9. So this opposite side will be square root of 9 square minus 8 square. 9 square is 81 minus 8 square is 64. It is 11 minus 4 is 7. and 8 minus 7 is theta is root 17 divided by hypotenuse. So sine of theta plus alpha is equal to, but alpha is known here, alpha equal to 90 minus theta. Applying sine both sides, sine alpha equal to applying cos both sides, cos alpha equal to cos of 90 minus theta. Cos of 90 minus theta is sin theta, you know. So cos alpha value is, what is sin theta here? Root 17 by 9. Root 17 by 9. So our correct option will be option B. So very easy, no? If you draw the information contained in the given problem by diagram, you will come to know that what should be done. Please.